Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is June 20th, 2011. What a way to start the week. The market really under fire again. We do have the futures lower by about 5 points. That is off the lows, however. We were down a little bit lower earlier, and we have gotten a little bit of a bounce back. Again, the U.S. dollar index is going to be front and center today. That should be what every trader does focus on. There's a lot of news coming out out of Europe, whether it's the Greek bailout or if it's Italy getting downgraded by Moody's or something else. It's just a lot of news out of there. There's no resolution with the Greek bailout, but here you see the U.S. dollar index falling intraday, and that's all it takes to lift the futures higher. So if the U.S. dollar index could go a little bit lower, we'll see the stock markets inflate a little bit more. Now, it's very, very important to realize that all of this European crisis is not going to go away anytime soon. So if Greece gets fixed for short term, don't think it's going to be long before you see Portugal, you see Ireland looking for a restructuring. You're also going to have Italy and Spain, which are really on the fence now of needing a bailout as well. I think Moody's was looking to downgrade Italy this morning. So there's a lot going on out of the European Union. Now, if we just move across the oceans a little bit, you'll see that the Asian markets were under pressure last night as well. You had the Shanghai index down about 0.8%, or 23 points. However, the one index that was down big last night was the Sensex, which is India, and that was down about 2%. So you're going to come under pressure this morning and see IFN, which is the India fund. That is down a little bit, trading around 28.50. That could go a little bit lower this morning. You're also going to see stocks like Tata Motors, TTM. That will come under pressure. You can see that is trading right around $21. And if you look at the daily chart, this is just in an ugly, ugly downtrend. Has broken key support levels already. So not a pretty picture there either. So again, watch India. All India stocks will come under early pressure, at least early pressure this morning. And we'll see if they do gain back anything after the market opens. But right now, it should be a pretty ugly open for most stocks that come out of India. So let's just take a quick glance at what else is going on out there. It looks like you do have crude oil, which is down again this morning by another $1.33. Let me just pull up the USO chart, and you can see it here. USO is basically flat. But you do have crude down, spot crude down about $1.33. I believe that is trading around 91.50, 91.60 a barrel. GLD, let's just take a look at gold. You see the GLD today trading right around this 149.61 level. GLD closed at 149.94, so gold is trading down just a little bit here. I believe it is up in versus the euro or versus the British pound. I did see that earlier, so gold is higher versus other currencies, but against the dollar, it is not higher today. You're also looking at the SLV right here, which is, that's a USO. SLV right here, which is trading up a little bit. SLV closed at 34.95. Trading down a little bit, but off the highs. So this is trading at 34.65. But SLV has caught a little bit of a bid as the U.S. dollar index has pulled back. So if the U.S. dollar index does pull back further, we'll see if gold and silver and oil do catch a bid. But you do have the U.S. dollar index really falling sharply. You can see right here, right around this pivot, looks to be around 7.40 this morning. The dollar was trading as high as 75.87. Has since moved down to 75.63. Believe it or not, that's a lot of meat and potatoes when it comes to the currency world. For the U.S. dollar index, that's a big decline, and futures have just bounced higher as the dollar has moved lower. They're still negative on the day, but nonetheless, this is a pretty sharp decline ever since around 7:40 this morning, when the dollar was trading at 75.87. Now it's 75.62, and still declining here a little bit more. So again, keep that dollar front and center. I think especially day traders, need to follow the dollar very, very closely. You'll see a tightly wound inverse lockstep relationship between stocks, commodities, and the U.S. dollar index. Now, there are some stocks in the news worth noting. Let's just take a look at a few of those. One is CF Industries. Stock is trading up just a little bit here. Nothing, horrible, nothing great, but just trading up just a little bit. And then you have some stocks that have been getting hit. NBR was down this morning, and that's Neighbors. You can see this here is down pretty sharply, trading around 23.25. We do have a couple of other names. Apple Computer is also trading lower. Apple, big household name. You went all the way down, almost down to $316. So went to 316.15, and now it's getting a little bit of a bounce higher as the U.S. dollar index is falling. So everything gets affected by that dollar. But Apple was under some pretty good pressure. You also had Baidu down this morning as well. Baidu's been under pressure for quite a while. Stock has bounced up over the last half hour, but nonetheless still trading at 116.79, and Baidu did close at 117.68 on Friday afternoon. So there are some names out there that are under a little bit of pressure, or at least early this morning. So keep an eye out for it. It's going to be another volatile session in the market. There's no way or two ways about it. You got to look for another volatile session in this market. There's just so much coming out. Many traders were thinking that the Greece problem would be solved by Monday morning, and it looks like it's being pushed off. And that's really front and center as far as I'm concerned right now. I don't think there's really much more to go over. You just have to expect another typical volatile session like we've been seeing for about a week now. When the up days are in, don't think these gains are going to hold for very long. The markets will sell them back off, and then you'll get another buying opportunity. Whether or not the market finishes positive or negative each and every day, I have no idea. But you just want to watch and trade the best chart patterns and be very selective during this time. Okay? With that said, everybody, want to wish you all a great trading day. Those of you that are in the chat room, I will see you all on board at 9:30 this morning. Have a great day now. Talk to you then.